If you wake up feeling exhausted, even after 8 hours of sleep, mold exposure could be the cause. Many people struggle with brain fog, inflammation, or unusual weight gain, and constant fatigue. And they think they just need better sleep, better supplements, and less stress. I actually went through this myself for many, many years, thinking that I was just lazy and like something was really wrong with me. But I discovered that nothing was wrong with me. I wasn't broken. Something outside of myself was affecting my body negatively. So, in this video, I will show you 3 ways mold exposure affects your body and why it could actually be impacting your low energies. And it's not just because you're getting old, like you're probably being told. At least I was. I'm Angela Gasper. I help people recover from mold illness. I want to help you on your journey so much faster than it took me. Toxic mold illness, what it does is 3 things. First off, mold, actually, it looks so innocent, right? You see those little mold growth, the fuzzy growth that's maybe on your windows, in your refrigerator, in your bathroom, under your sink. It's ugly, but it's more than ugly. See, what it does is it's like a volcano, and it spews out mycotoxins. They're so tiny you can't see them, but it goes poof, poof, poof. And those mycotoxins are so detrimental to your body that when you breathe them in and they come in contact with your skin, they're actually creating issues within that's destroying your energy. First, it's setting off your immune system. Your immune system becomes on high alert. And actually, that's where autoimmune diseases oftentimes come in because mycotoxins from the mold cause it to, like, it's so high alert that the immune system doesn't know what to do. It starts getting confused and starts attacking parts of the body that it should not be attacking. And so it becomes an intense confusion within the body. The immune system doesn't know what to do, ultimately creating an autoimmune disease, which your body is made to recover from. It's made to heal. And then, of course, along with the autoimmune disease, or maybe it doesn't turn into an autoimmune disease for you, but it becomes major inflammation, or you suddenly begin to gain weight. Like 3 pounds in a day, 2 pounds in a day. Like it's atrocious. If the amount of weight gain you begin to experience, and maybe your diet didn't change, it's just frustrating because you suddenly are gaining weight. And what do you do? It could all be related to the mycotoxins going poof, poof, poof from the mold. Actually, it's the mold doing that, and the mycotoxins are spewing out. It's a byproduct that the mold makes, which is actually more dangerous than the mold itself. Next, because the mold is fighting the mycotoxins, it gets deep in your body. And the first symptom, actually, from mold exposure is a lack of energy. You begin to notice that your energy is just lagging. It's slowly being depleted, and it's all in the name of your aging. It could also be written off as stress. Well, I handled the stress just fine 2 years ago, and now all of a sudden I can't handle the stress. I don't think so, right? So we got to kind of take some of these factors into account. We have to realize the potential of mold, what it can do to our bodies if we want health. if we want to move forward in health, and if we're willing to do the work and do the fight, then we can realize that, okay, I stress didn't affect me like this a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. What's changed? Maybe I moved into a different house. Maybe that my house was flooded. Maybe I've started noticing some mold growth. Uh, in different areas, like key areas like the basement or the bathroom or underneath the kitchen sink. Maybe the refrigerator is molding all the time or frequently. Those aren't normal things, and those will be impacting your energy. So, by the way, before we even go any further, I have created a quiz of all these different symptoms. They're supposedly part of old age. And so I want to get this quiz into your hands and see, could these symptoms just be normal, or could they be related to mold? Could it be related? Just experiment. Just take the quiz for me and just see if, could this be related to mold? Because why not just like eliminate that possibility, right? Because mold is fixable. It's fixable, it's cleanable. So I want to get that into your hands. Comment mold. So number 3, mold gets right into the center of your cellular energy production. It gets into your mitochondria. Maybe you remember from science class in high school that mitochondria is where the energy is created, right? The mitochondria is stuffed with mold. It's going to not be able to create energy. Like, no matter what you do, until you clean that out, it can't create energy for you any longer. And again, it's totally fixable. We have to deal with the mold problem. And just a quick note, it only takes the size of a quarter to be enough to bog down your immune system, or actually put your immune system on high alert, bound up your mitochondria, bound up your cells even. So just the amount of a quarter. So if you look around, do you have enough mold that could be the size of a quarter? Put in the comments. Maybe I can help you. And also comment mold for the quiz so that you can take that quiz. See if your symptoms could be related to mold. Just check it out. Okay. So, and then it's going to bog down your detox pathways. So, your detox pathways are your liver, your lymph, and your gut. So, for me, it seemed to start with my gut. I think it could start with your liver, but it started with my gut, and I stopped pooping daily. We have to be pooping daily because that's our number one way to eliminate toxins. I'm sorry to be gross, but seriously, we have to be pooping daily. I was pooping once a month, and I thought that was normal because it was regular. It was regular. That's the question that's always asked. Are you regular? I was regular. I thought it was okay. I thought it was normal. Next, it's going to get your liver. It's going to flow into your liver. Your liver is your number one detox organ. And so it's going to bog up your liver. If your liver is bogged up, you're probably seeing, you could be to the extreme point of seeing where your skin is yellow, or your eyes are yellow, or your eyes are bloodshot all the time. Take a look at your eyes. Do you have bloodshot eyes? Put in the comments. Love to see. But then your liver could also be causing skin issues. You could have rashes, you could have acne, you could have autoimmune diseases of the skin, the vitiligo or the eczema, the all those different things that we write off as this is just what we have to deal with. They could all be related to mold. You don't have to live with these skin issues. And then your lymph. The issue with your lymph is once your liver's clogged up, then it's going to go into your lymph. We have more lymph than we have blood in our body, and it circulates all along our body. It circulates, or it's like runs along your blood vessels. But the problem with the lymph is there's no pump. The heart is the pump for the blood vessels. It moves our blood, and so our blood is more easily cleaned. But the lymph then just becomes thick and stagnant, and then you become puffy, and then you begin to see dimples in your skin, maybe your arms, your legs, your butt. That is backed up lymph. That's a problem. It's not just ugly. At least I don't like it on me. I don't know what your thoughts are, but I don't like the dimples on me. I had lots of dimples. I've enjoyed the process of getting rid of the dimples. So if you have a lot of dimples in your skin, in your arms, your butt, your thighs, your belly, that is probably your lymph is backed up, which could very much be related to mold. The good news, your body was made to heal. Your body was made by God to heal. It was perfectly designed by God, intentionally. He gave you his image. God never gets sick, right? And then he gave you the mind of Christ. So you're smart enough to be able to figure this out. You're smart enough to be able to work through this process with me. And I'm here. I want to help you. My journey took about 20 years in total to figure out what was going on and to overcome it. It doesn't have to be that way for you. It is starting today. We can help you recover. You can begin to feel younger again. Like, we don't have to age like what's expected. So be encouraged, please, and join me in this journey. Again, if you have not tried the symptoms quiz to eliminate the fact that it could be mold, just eliminate it. Work on eliminating it. Comment mold. We'll get you set up with a link so that you can go through that quiz. It's super simple, super easy. It's not going to use a lot of brain power. And then you'll have an answer of what could potentially be your issue. Have you experienced brain fog, exhaustion that just can't be really explained so far? Could you put it in the comments? Do you have the skin issues? Do you have, like, are you dealing with this stuff? Does any of this sound familiar? Does it bring hope that you could potentially feel younger again? I know it did for me. I'm excited for you. I'm cheering for you. I'm with you. I want to help you walk through this journey. Be blessed.